see you in a little bit. We're having a little fun out here. Dave Stahl is joining me this morning with a very sporty looking car this morning, a Scion FRS.
Absolutely. Scion has brought this little hot rod to market. I got this one from Frank Motors because I went to Scion actually down in National City. I'd gone to the press event, but I had never really had an opportunity to really drive the automatic because I'm not really an automatic-y kind of guy.
Me neither.
But I gotta tell you, this thing is nice. You put it in drive, or you could get paddle shifters, so you can put it in sport mode, take off the traction control, and this thing kind of gets all snuggly. The seats are high bolstered. It's got race suspension. You can actually, if you wanted to, if you were going to go down to Qualcomm and say run SCCA, you can actually put 4 race tires in the back, already mounted, ready to go. This thing will actually take a roll cage. They design the interior, so if you really want to get serious racing. But if you don't and you just want to go out and drive it,
it has that nice, simple, sporty look.
It's got everything that you'd want, but it's got the accents. It's got the chrome pedals. It's got the nice leather wrapped with a little red tinge to it, just to kind of set it off. Another thing that's interesting, when you're sitting in the driver's seat, what's the first thing you see in the dash? The speedometer, right?
Right.
Not this car. That's the tachometer, because that's what you're shifting by. The speedo is off to the left, kind of like, oh yeah, by the way, here it is if you need it.
By the way, here's how fast you're going. You might want to slow down.
Well, no, they put a digital readout in the middle just so you are on top of it. It's a pretty bare bones car. It's got air. It's got power windows. It's got keyless entry. But
so what's the base price on something like this?
Well, it's about $24,000.
Okay, not too
which
bad.
Isn't really bad. I've got my little paperwork. $25,300 on this particular one, and then it rolled out at $26,900. But the thing of it is, it's a new concept. It's a partnership with Subaru. They use a 4-cylinder flat Boxster motor. And if we get our camera guy to come running up here, and it's kind of a unique little emblem, and it shows piston, and 86, and 86 relates to the Japanese version of their drifter over there that looks a lot like this car. There's Frank's got a bucket load, different colors. I really love this white.
I like the white.
Here's the other thing that did it. From the factory, it's really hard to see, but they put a clear bra on the front of this car.
Okay,
normally you would have to go pay a lot of money for that, but what the purpose of that is, it'll just keep this thing in excellent condition, and then if you ever need to, if it gets chipped up, you just peel this off, and your nose always stays nice and fresh.
That's important. We don't want your nose to peel.
No, absolutely.
With gas prices obviously taking a hike in these past few days, what do we get gas mileage-wise?
Well, if you keep your foot out of it, you can get it into the 30s.
How hard is it to keep your foot off this one?
It's more difficult than you would think. 24 city, 30s on the freeway. Does need premium fuel. Or no, it doesn't either. I'm sorry. This thing, I think you can run just regular unleaded. I drive so many darn cars. But the best thing is get in it, drive it. I told Frank, line them up, dust them off. The KUSI folks are going to come down if they want to go Ricky racing. And this is just a fun little car. Yeah, no, Luis, you're not getting our car.
Our staff is in love with the car. They're trying to take off
I know.
with it.
I think he has the key.
Does it really have, obviously it can go, but does it have that quick pick up and go?
It doesn't have neck snapping acceleration. And the oddity of it is Subaru.
Can't catapult out of here.
No, it's rear wheel drive. So it's got everything you want. They didn't turbo or supercharge it, even though because of the partnership with Subaru, you'd have said, well, wait a minute, you guys are big on that. Maybe next year, not sure. But for an everyday driver, you'd be really happy with this car. Just to go out and drive it. I mean, it's a mountain car. It loves to cut through the mountains.
Any other bells and whistles inside?
No, like I said, pretty basic. The seats are extremely bolstered, very comfortable. They grab you right on, just like what you're doing right there. They do. They grab you right on the sides. It's an amazing ride. You get into it.
I like a snug fit.
I know. I do too. No, you won't get an argument out of me. And if you look at this thing, it's just got styling all over. The front end's got that nice LFA look to it. Yeah.
And I think it's something that fits both kind of the female and male. It's sporty enough for both.
Oh, absolutely.
It's not too sporty for
no. Yeah, girls
can pull this off.
Girls are buying it, and I'm telling you, it comes with factory wheel locks, if you can believe that, which is kind of an oddity all in itself. So go down to Frank. Scion Toyota. Tell him Dave sent you. Take it for a ride. I got to take it back.
All right. Dave, thank you so much for bringing this in. It's gorgeous, and we'll see if we can keep Luis. I think Luis is going to take off with it. All right, we have to take a quick break, but stay with us. Afterwards, we're going to bring you a check of the weather and traffic. So much more. We are on till 10 a.m. Somebody stop this boy.
I need a faster way to show you how much I